Hey everyone, although there's not actually everyone here, I just started the stream, but anybody watching the replay, this is Ken Florentino. I'm a founder of Teeny RTS and getting ready to test Dominari tournament a bit. We have our release coming up March 8th, so just a few short days away, and so as we're getting closer, we're going to continue to test and see if we can find any bugs. At the same time, I'm going to go ahead and share a little bit about what I'm thinking while playing the AI. So those of you who already have the game and have been helping us play test, you can follow along and pick up some new strategies. And those of you who are trying to even figure out, is this a game for me? Yeah, you get to see kind of what the action's all about. So what I like to do when I start testing is just rip through the menus real quick, make sure everything's going well. We haven't actually changed the code in several days though, so not expecting anything there. Options, I'll just go ahead and run through these for anybody who's coming here for the first time. So the main important ones over here, the enhanced effects. Basically we throw more particles at the explosions for the enhanced effects. And I think there's some other things that Curtis, who's the other developer, does. Basically just saying, hey, let's make it prettier. Of course, windowed mode, that was a big request early on that we added. Escape brings up menu. Somebody had asked for that, so we put up the escape, but I found that I'm always hitting escape. So it was always bringing up the menu and it was annoying me, so we ended up putting in an option for that, and of course the usual stuff with music. Credit screen's always nice. It's cool. Got music from a lot of different folks. Audio Jungle was a place where we found a bunch of the music, and then Tom Vossi did an amazing job on the main soundtrack. The music you hopefully are hearing right now, that's a loop of one part of the main song that he did for the game. It was all custom, and of course lots of folks that helped us. We put their names up here if they hit something like 20 hours of testing, and let us know about it. Which, by the way, if you've been helping us out and you hit 20 hours, give us a shout and we'll put your name in there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump into single player. And we're going to go hit level 10.
Interface enabled.
Alright, so we got a pretty good cluster of planets. I'm going to go ahead and drop an LOCF, which will improve resource production. Resources are right here at the 75. We're going to go ahead and split these fighters. Right click does a split. And we're going to upgrade our resource extractor, which lets us turn this desert into a moon, and that moon will produce way more resources. Right now producing 87 resources per minute, but it will produce a lot less fighters. Alright, we need to get to the center quickly. The AI is very fast, and he will try and get that center. I'm going to bring up the ODS, which will let us see, so you can see that it revealed that part of the map. I'm going to go ahead and expand it, and we can see a little bit further now, so that gives us some pretty good intel. I'll go ahead and try to take this planet since it's weak. And as soon as the upgrade timer counts down, we will upgrade the resource extractor to level 3. And he's coming in pretty aggressively. I'm going to go ahead and use recruit fighters here. Get instant fighters on that planet. I don't like using it at level 1 because it does have a huge cooldown. But we did save the planet.
Resource extractor complete.
And we'll continue to upgrade all of our deserts to moons, which will give us maximum resource production. Alright, so we lost this planet. I'm going to try and take it back.
Increasing resource
production. Upgrade. Oh, we lost our ODS. We're going to need another ODS. I'm going to upgrade recruit fighters to level 2. I feel like the game's already getting away. There we go. we can recruit now. And GPA. Oh, we just killed a whole bunch of fighters there. So the GPA kills fighters, anything that crosses the purple boundary. He's going to lose 5 fighters.
Defenses improved.
Alright, I'm going to upgrade Fighter Factory to level 2 and
Increasing
start
production of fighters.
converting our Earths into Utopias. And if you look at the Utopia down there at the bottom, it does 37 fighters per minute. Compared to a moon, only does 9 fighters per minute.
Recruited.
I lost my GPA, so let's put one back up. We're going to put it in the back just to be
Ability
safe
upgraded.
until we get control of what's going on here. Actually, I'm going to wait for this countdown. Meanwhile, we'll get a QDL, which will give us access to missiles and strikers.
Launching missile.
Strikers allow us to hit things in flight.
Ability is cooling down. Drafting fighters.
We're in trouble here. We've got to get some fighters here in a hurry. Hopefully we can get to recruit. We did. Split these fighters.
Launching striker missile.
I'm going to salvage. Hopefully I can doomsday. I did. So killed 50 fighters right there. But we are still in trouble. Upgrade to level 3 on the
Fighter Factory constructed.
Fighter Factory.
Requires more resources.
Slow this guy down here for a second. And let's drop a turret
Defenses
here.
improved.
That'll take out the 10 fighters.
Insufficient resources.
Yeah, we've lost this game.
Ability is cooling
I'm
down.
not making enough money. He's coming in with fighters faster than I can create them.
Increasing production of fighters.
And that's going to my home planet, and I don't have enough fighters to cover it.
Drafting fighters.
Right. Looks like I barely survived that. We're going to go ahead and let him take us over so that we can have the final planet explosion. But yeah, the AI just crushed us. So pretty much all we can do is sit here and wait for him to take over our home planet, which will end the game. And I don't know if the music is too loud, but it's pretty loud for me, so I'm actually going to take it down a couple notches after this game. We're going to go ahead and help him out, let him attack us, and watch our planet explode. And you can see he's perfectly upgraded. He had everything, either utopias or moons. And be interesting to see the replay, but I don't actually want to watch myself get beat. Let's go to music. I'm going to take this down. Take it down on that. That's pretty low. Let's go there. And do I have hints turned on? No. Okay, good with that. Alright, so let's give it another try. Oh, we got the techno.
Security access granted. Welcome back, Commander.
Alright, so we're going to split it up. I'm probably going to do an LOCF over here.
LOCF
oh, I probably should have
online.
done it there, but that's okay. Let's upgrade a resource extractor.
Resource
level 2.
extractor
Go
complete.
ahead and get that started. Get down here. So now it's going to get a little tough because these planets are kind of all over the place, so I'm trying to get some of these fighters down here. Oh, he's already attacking down there. I'm going to lose that planet already. Let's go ahead and go to resource extractor level 3. Alright. We're probably going to lose this planet here too. Let's go ahead and get the ODS out
ODS online.
so that we can get to at least a better level of recruit fighters. Go to level 2 on recruit fighters, which has a smaller cooldown.
Increasing resource production.
Oops. Sorry about that. Just drag the window around.
Drafting fighters.
Recruit. Somebody secretly put some extra code in the AI.
Resource extractor complete.
Really tough. Alright, well, it has more than the fair share of the map. Let's see if we can get in here. Let's get a GPA up here.
Online. Ability
Fighter
upgrade.
Factory level 2, and
Increasing
we're getting
production
some
of
utopia.
fighters.
He's got that planet solid. We're going to lose this planet if we don't get over here quickly.
Ability is cooling down.
Let's just protect this.
Scanning.
Okay, so he's weak here now. So let's get something going here. Level 3 Fighter Factory. Is he coming in here? Yes, he is.
Recruited.
We need to get to QDL, so let's go to QDL.
QDL online.
QDL is going to give us access to Doomsday. Doomsday will let us start hacking away at his fighters.
Defenses of launching striker missile.
Striker there took out both of those fleets. Fighter Factory. Is there anything in
Probing.
I want to get in the middle. So I'm going to do that by...
Ability upgraded.
I'm going to get rid of
Salvaging
this
resources.
over
ODS
here.
online.
We're going to drop a starbase in the
Starbase
middle. We're going
activated.
to try and get a big ODS in the middle to give us better
Increasing
visibility
production of fighters.
and allow us better control of attacking. He won't be able to doomsday us because we'll use the EMP. So again, we're going to salvage this ODS, get the resources back, and put one up here. As soon as we hit our upgrade timer, then we'll upgrade the ODS. Meanwhile, let's see what he's got going on here. We've got a match pretty good there. I'm going to put a scout out here, see what he has. Upgrade.
Ability upgraded.
We're going to need one more to see the other planets here. Meanwhile, let's put another starbase here.
Starbase assembled.
Ah, I didn't mean to do that.
Doomsday device online. Launching missile. Drafting fighters.
Yeah, that hurt. And now he's coming in here. Let's slow him down, slow him down, slow him down.
Recruited. Fighter factory constructed.
Lose that planet, and he's getting aggressive again.
Ability locked. Resource extractor complete.
What are you doing? Go back. ODS
ODS
in.
ability upgraded. Requires more resources.
Oh, he dooms me. Ah! What is going on? Alright, we need to get to level 3.
Increasing resource production. Ability locked.
Oh, I lost my
Enemy fighters
GPA.
GPA online.
This game is over too. Wow. Hope Curtis doesn't come on and want to play me because he's going to crush me. We'll watch the replay, see what happened.
Ability
Upgrade this and take a
probing.
look around. Yeah, he's already upgraded on everything. I thought I got a good start, but he did get the extra planet. And again, let's just help him out here and burn off some of these fighters. We'll let him blow up the home planet. The reason I'm doing that is blowing up the whole planet triggers a game end event, talks to the server, and so it's just a good test to make sure that that part is working well. That's nice. He shot a missile just for fun. All right, let's go look at this replay. How did he beat us? So, well, 30 seconds in, here he is already at 10 planets, so he just did a better job of splitting up fighters. Where I kind of came up here and stopped, so I had most of my fighters up here. You know, I took this, but then I think he's going to take it back. Yeah, he takes it back right away. These planets aren't even taken yet. I managed to get in here briefly, but I couldn't rally troops here. And let's see how he's doing. Yeah, he's already at 4. I'm beating him on economy, but he's beating me on fighters, and overall he has 40, 50 more fighters. And actually, as I'm kind of counting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I got 6 moons. That's probably too many, so I probably didn't have a good balance. He's catching up on economy here, 7 to my 9, but still slightly ahead on fighters. It actually shows me a little bit ahead. Now it shows me a lot of bit ahead. I did get the QDL early. Okay, but what's going on here? Yeah, he's upgraded faster. Alright, so it's really, it was kind of that mistake of taking fighters off. He was able to get in. Oh, that was a brutal doomsday, right? Let's come back here and see what happens here. Yeah, so I'm sending in my stuff, and this happens in even the games that we play with me and Curtis when we play together. He's going to take this planet, and he's going to get the doomsday in, so the fighters aren't quite there. He's going to get the doomsday in before I land, and he took out 100 fighters instantly. So I'm still ahead on fighters, but he's going to get my 2 star bases and take them out, which includes the ODS. The ODS is required to build to recruit fighters, so taking out your opponent's orbitals, especially if they only have one of them, critical. My GPA is gone, so that's it. I basically have no abilities after he destroys these things. I'm down to a QDL, so I can do some missiles and stuff, but I can't recruit fighters. I don't have a GPA. I can't drop turrets, and I had accidentally taken off these fighters, but I think, yeah, I did get the doomsday. I did lose it briefly. And then did I lose again right here? So he does it here. Yeah, same thing. He took it over and then he ate up almost another 100 fighters. I'm still ahead on fighters, but he is crushing me on economy because he's taken over my planets, and he's still crushing me on fighters. So really just misplayed all around. And again, I think I had the wrong balance. Way too many moons and not enough utopias. And that pretty much sealed the deal. Alright. Let's give it another go. Now we have a new rule. We can't quit the stream until I at least win one.
Commander.
Alright, so let's split up these fighters. Let's do
LOCF
again.
online. Ability upgraded.
I don't mind doing it with just 2 planets when one of them is my home planet, since the home planet produces lots of fighters. And we can always adjust it later. This would be a good spot for an LOCF. I may actually, well, no I won't. I'm going to upgrade Resource Extractor because I like to do that.
Resource extractor complete.
It's kind of interesting. I wonder if this is kind of a ring map or if it's a center map. I'm going to drop another LOCF here. This is really bizarre. Oof. And he's got a GPA up, so I think I can't cross that now. Yeah.
ODS online. Drafting fighters.
Oh, that was a waste. Okay. So again, he's taken more than his fair share of the map. We're going to try and get back and get to level 2 recruit. Let's grab this back planet here. I have enough time to cover that. I can cover that. I'm going to build LOCF here because it's a good spot. Let's see what's going on
Scanning.
here. Okay, we can easily take these back.
Resources.
So I'm going to do exactly that. And we're going to take this GPA.
Ability is cooling down. Ability upgrade. Fighter
factory going so that we can get to our utopia. Oh, we did not take it. Alright, let's do this.
Travel distance increased.
Hyper in.
Insufficient resources.
Attack this.
Recruited.
2 ways. We're going to lose a few fighters along the way.
Salvaging resources. Ability locked.
Alright, let's see how many fighters he has here. This is going to be tricky. Alright, we've got enough fighters there. Let's just bring this up.
Ability
level
upgraded.
3 on
Resource
the
extractor
resource
complete.
extractor. Alright, we finally have this area under control. We have level 3 fighter factory. We're about to hit GPA, which we're going to drop right here.
GPA online.
With GPA, we can now build turrets, so all these planets that have 0 turrets,
Defenses
we can start
improved.
to add defenses. So somehow we have survived.
Increasing production of fighters.
And we now have our half the map. So now we need to upgrade like crazy.
LOCF online.
Let's go ahead and go to level 2
Ability
LOCF,
upgraded.
which will boost our
Increasing
production
resource
even more.
production.
And let's see what he's got going on.
Probing.
We can take that out, provided he doesn't have a Doomsday, which by now, 353, he definitely does.
Resource extractor complete.
Drop an LOCF here. Let's go ahead and go to level 3. So now we've maximized our production. There's only 2 planets not really inside.
Ability is cooling
LOCF.
down.
Alright, so he has a ton of fighters on both sides.
Ability
To discourage him from coming in, we're going to put more turrets in these 2 places. With these kind of choke point maps with the AI,
Fighter factory
best
constructed.
policy is defend, 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 and then wear him down with
QDL
missiles.
online.
So let's take a look here
Scanning.
again. So this is the weakest spot. So
Launching missile.
hit
Launching
that
striker
with
missile.
some strikers, some missiles.
Increasing production of fighters.
Strikers do 10% damage to the fighters on a planet. Which, so obviously the more fighters they have on the
Increasing
planet,
resource production. Boosting
we're
defenses.
in trouble. Ludicrous.
Ability travel speed accelerated.
I can't reach.
Starbase activated. Insufficient
Come on,
resources.
65.
Drafting fighters.
Not enough. We're going to lose this planet. I'm going to
Salvaging
salvage it because
resources.
the turrets were worth a lot of money.
Recruited.
And let's go attack.
Doomsday device
Slow
online.
down a little bit. I have no idea where those fighters are going to go.
Ability locked.
Okay, we're getting in up here at least. Hyper.
Ability upgraded.
So these guys here, he's coming over here. We're going to Doomsday again.
Launching
Try and
striker
lower this down a
missile.
little bit.
Requires more resources.
Throwing turrets
Ability
for fun.
locked.
Over here, we're going to do that.
Orbital already present.
Apologize for not talking as much right now. This is very difficult.
Drafting fighters. Launching missile.
Hopefully we can get in over
Increasing
here.
production of
He's now
fighters.
got this whole line of planets, though, which means his production's just
Ability
crazy.
upgraded.
Ah,
Ability locked.
uh-oh, uh-oh. That one is shooting
Ability is
missiles.
cooling down. Recruited insufficient
Oh, that's
resources.
my ODS. No ODS left.
Requires more resources.
And he just did a crazy doomsday. All my fighters are dead. Alright, AI wins again. Ken 0, AI 3.
Ability locked.
I have nothing left. Oh.
Resource extractor complete.
My goodness. Just waiting for him to attack me. There we go. And that is that. What the heck happened there? Let's go take a look. That is the benefit of the replay. Try to learn and get better. First of all, this is just a really cool map. I don't think I've ever had this type of map before, because it looked like it was going to be a center map, and then it sort of looked like it was a ring map. I guess this is kind of both, because you can go in an arc and work your way in around in a circle, but there were two good choke points, which often happens on a ring map. So I went for the LOCF early. Let's see what he does. So he ended up coming out here with his LOCF. I can't tell if that planet is actually getting goodness or not. So bottom line is he out-expanded me. He drops a GPA here in the center, which is, you know, the perfect spot to do it, preventing me from doing anything this way. So he's effectively cut me off. And same thing here. He already got here, so he cut me off from this side of the map. Difficult for me to get here, but I'm going to eventually get in. Just cruise along here and see what's going on. He's only slightly ahead on fighter production, only slightly ahead on resource production. He does have an extra planet, and at this point, I think I was happy because we finally had our half of the map. So everything should be good here, right? We're about even on production. I'm actually ahead on economy. He does have his QDL already. So then I went for the super economy by trying to get the additional LOCFs. That's interesting. Oh! Okay, so I just realized what happened where he just kind of leapfrogged me here. If you look at all the utopias he has, and I only have the 3. So he's got an extra 2. He's upgraded everything, and I still have a bunch of green planets. In this game, if you have green planets at the 4-minute mark, you're probably losing if you're playing an equal opponent. Green planets are more balanced, but overall they produce less production. So he's fully upgraded, I'm not. I think it was about this point I said, let's start upgrading. I'm still ahead in fighters, but he's ahead in economy. He's already upgraded to level 3 ludicrous, which means he can get his fighters combined faster. I started to work on trying to wear it down, but he finally accumulated enough that he said he was going to attack. I couldn't get fighters there fast enough. Arguably, I might have been able to use faster than light here to help, but And at that point, as soon as he takes that planet, he took out my GPA, so I can no longer drop turrets. And then he comes here to just secure that. And now this is a big thorn, because if he can just come and mop up this side, he's effectively shutting me off from, you know, my fair share of the map. So because he had so many fighters there, I thought it was a good idea to try and come in and attack. He came in to take out my starbase, which isn't a big deal. It costs 50 bucks. Throw Doomsday down, take out some fighters. I'm actually way ahead on fighters too, 667 to 421. He does take out more fighters here. I was hoping to get this planet. I did keep it for a little while, but not before he went and decided to blow up more stuff down here. He attacks my weak spots. And sure enough, he takes over this side. Manages to kill off more fighters here and hold this planet. And so, final attack with the big 196 there. I get it. Lose fighters. This is a big moment here where he takes out my ODS. It's the only ODS I have. ODS gives you recruit fighters. Gives you hyper chamber as well, so you can't go long distances. Most importantly, you lose all of your visibility, and the ODS is a great way to drop star bases because you can drop them anywhere within the radius. So if you have a fully expanded one, and let's say you drop an ODS kind of in the middle of the map, you can drop a starbase right in the middle of somebody else's territory. So at this point, he's now crushing me in production because of the number of planets that he has, which he's already re-upgraded. I still have a few more fighters than he does, but it doesn't matter with this economy now. It'll be just a matter of time before he outpaces me in fighters. And of course he did a great job of Doomsday. Until the very end. Alright, so on we go. Ken 0, AI 4. Alright, so there are no planets close by. We're going to go ODS. Online. The idea here is ODS gives us access to salvage, which gives you resources back, and because planets start with turrets, you can salvage the turrets, which cost 35 bucks. At level 1 you get 33% of the cost back, which is pretty awful. We're going to upgrade to level 2, which gives us 66% back. And eventually we want to get to level 3, which will give us 100% of the resources back. So it's a way to get some early money, but you are spending some money to get to the money, so you are delaying. If somebody rushes you like he apparently is right now, that can cause some problems. So we're going to go to level 3, salvage the back planet. Quick scout around here and see what's going on. See if he's already taken over these planets. He has not. I'm going to drop a GPA here to kind of protect this land. And go ahead and take this. I'm going to upgrade to level 2 recruit fighters. Get there, get there, get there. He got there. Actually, let's just do locked. I'm going to do scout here. And recruit some more fighters here. Let's go ahead and attack.
Ability is cooling down.
And now we are going to attack here. With this GPA, we should be in good shape to hold it.
Drafting fighters.
We're going to upgrade to level 2 GPA, and that will give us better defense. Level 2 GPA destroys 10 fighters that cross. So it's a pretty big deterrent. This area is pretty weak. So let's see if we can take it over. So salvage the planet, see if we can put a GPA in. We're going to lose that. That was a waste of money. Alright, let's get to level... Oh, we need a LSCF.
LOCF online.
Uh-oh. And get to level 2
resource extractor
and start trying to build up our economy a bit. Alright, this is nice. This is a choke point, at least for those other planets. So if we can just take out this. Watch out for shenanigans over here. We'll get to level 3 on
increasing
the
resource
extractor and start upgrading that. Alright. So we now have more than our fair share of the map. So short of me just doing something stupid,
ability upgraded.
Should have this game. Alright, he just put up a QDL here. It's within range so we can see the type. I'm just going to keep working on upgrading. We're not going to expand any further. We'll take a look and see what's going on. This is very weak. We have plenty of coverage. Let's go ahead and scout with single fighters this way.
Resource extractor complete. Ability upgrade. Increasing production of fighters.
Be ready for a QDL.
QDL online.
He's attacking, but we have a QDL, so we are going to Doomsday. Actually, we may have enough time to upgrade to level 2.
Doomsday device
take out all
online.
100 fighters.
Boosting defenses. Logic missile.
One is covered.
Increasing resource production.
We're going to split these and attack, see what happens. Just
Logic striker missile.
Here. I'm going to put up a second
GPA online.
Just going to create a little shield right here. Go ahead and upgrade that to level 3. Ooh, missile.
Defenses improved. Ability is cooling down.
Pretty good. Again, we'll continue to upgrade. Most important thing.
Insufficient resources. Resource extractor complete.
Take another look here. Stuff looks pretty weak. I want to get an ODS in here. Where's a good spot?
Orbital already present. ODS online. Ability upgraded.
So what I want to do here now is just attack this for a little bit.
Enemy fighters detected.
And we're going to attack here. We're going to EMP. Oh, we didn't do it in time. So we're going to lose most of those fighters.
Drafting fight ability is cooling down. Boosting defenses.
Alright, we're going to split these. We should be able to take
enemy
those
fighters
out.
have decloaked. Recruited. Fighter
Continue to upgrade. We're
constructed.
going to go to level 2 on the LOCF. And let's go ahead and drop another one
LOCF
here.
online. Logic missile. Logic striker missile.
And that's good.
Ability is cooling down. Ability offenses improved.
Turrets there.
Increasing resource production.
Take this guy. Well, we're only level 1 missile, so it doesn't actually do any damage to the orbital. You gotta get to level 2. Level 2 on the missile will disable it,
Increasing
and level 3 will
production of
destroy it.
fighters.
So let's go ahead and get to level 2. Let's drop another LOCF right here and here, since we seem to be rolling in the money now.
Friendly planets required.
Split these guys up. Take this guy out. Drop some recruit fighters right there.
Ability is cooling down. Resource extractor complete.
And we definitely have this game.
Recruited.
Let's
Ability
upgrade to a bigger scanner. And there's his home base. So we're going to missile. That may be enough to take it out. If not, we'll get it on the next one. Got it. Finally. All right. I think I will do, what are we at here, about 40 minutes? I think I'm going to do one more, and then we'll call that a session. And with any luck, I will have a good game like that one.
Security access granted.
Here we're going to go with
Welcome
LOCF
back,
because we've got a
Command
cluster of
LOCF
planets.
online.
I'm going to try something different though. I'm actually
Ability
going to upgrade to
upgraded.
level 2 right away because the planets are close enough that they'll be within range, so they'll all get benefit. And what is the percentage increase? 13%. Which doesn't sound like much, but it adds up over time. It's kind of a weird spread on the map. I'm thinking this is going to be a ring map. The AI seems to favor ring maps too, because if you have a center map where there's a clear choke point, you can usually hold it. Let's upgrade to level
Ability upgraded.
2 on the
Increasing resource production.
Terrible job of splitting those up. I suspect he's already here. He's definitely there, but if he's up there, maybe we can get there. Let's go to level 3 on the resource extractor so that we can try to get these moons up faster. I'm only going to do the desert planets. I'm going to turn everything
Resource
else into
extractor
utopia. Let's go ahead and we need to get an ODS up. Let's go ahead and get an ODS up here.
ODS online. Ability
Go to
upgraded.
level 2 recruit. And alright, we're going to go ahead and do this guy here because he has no connection point.
Recruited.
Some fighters over here, we're not going to be able to hold that. Let's go ahead and attack here. Alright, try and get more stuff up here to the north.
Ability
Wow,
is
he's
cooling
already coming in
down.
with 100 fighters.
Drafting fighters.
Okay, you guys over there quickly. Hopefully we'll get enough
Insufficient
here.
resources.
We need to get to level
Ability
2
upgraded.
on the fighter
Requires
factory
more
and
resources.
start doing something with it. Recruit fighters, hold that planet, and then split this and get them to help both. Level 3 fighter factory.
Increasing production of fighters.
Start getting some utopias. We're going to lose that planet temporarily. Let's attack here. Attack here. Oh, wow. Alright, you know what we need?
Increasing resource
You've
production.
got
Recruited.
this many fighters, you got to get to a QDL. So we're going to salvage this. Actually, we're going to get to level
Ability
2, salvage this
salvaging
back planet.
resources.
Just try to hold him a little bit.
Resource extractor complete.
And we got to get to QDL so we can start doomsdaying some of these fighters. Alright, the question is do we take
Drafting
this?
fighters.
Salvage again. Just got to hold long enough.
Ability
Oh, we don't have a
locked.
GPA, we don't have a GPA. We need a GPA.
GPA insufficient resources. Requires more resources.
My goodness. What level are we
Fighter
on?
factory
3.
constructed.
Let's do it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and attack here just
Ability is
to
cooling
apparently
down.
draw him
Increasing
out.
production of fighters.
We're not going to be able to hold this. Oh, he just crushed those fighters. Ah! What?
Recruited.
Oh my goodness.
Insufficient resources.
Alright. The AI is on fire tonight. This game's over. Retreat. Retreat back to the home planet.
Ability locked.
I have no QDL anymore. I have no ODS. I can't recruit fighters. All we can do is watch our impending doom. So I'm going to grab my tea. And we'll wait for him to come in. And so tonight's lesson was how to get entirely crushed by the AI. So hopefully hopefully you learned a lot of what not to do. Let's go ahead and help him out here. Sure, why not? Doomsday just for spite. Boom! And again, he's fully upgraded. Ruthless. Right, so hopefully you enjoyed that. You probably learned a couple of things, even if they didn't work out for me, on kind of some of the thought process around why I choose an LOCF over the ODS, using the salvage trick, if you will, to get some extra cash, as well as there were some pretty cool timing things that happened there where you know, we can learn from the AI where, you know, somebody, if you take over a planet and the guy's sending in reinforcements, you drop a Doomsday immediately, you can take out a ton of fighters, because remember, the Doomsday takes out 50 fighters per group. So if there's 3 groups coming in and each one had like 40 fighters, you can take out 120 fighters with a single Doomsday, and it costs you $50. So not too bad. So that's it for now. Again, March 8th is the release of the game, so you can go visit the Steam page, which is in the area there below the video. And until next time, we'll catch up. Bye.